Hey, this is Xavier here at Mercedes-Benz of the Woodlands, and I want to show you something special. So this is the rare one, a limited production MANUFAKTUR Edition AMG CLE 53, and this is something you can't just order. So you can tell right away, this isn't the standard CLE 53. So just look at the factory AMG decals and, just the overall presence. This car, immediately stands out from a normal CLE 53. So this one also has the MANUFAKTUR matte finish, which by itself is a premium, high-cost factory paint. So this isn't a wrap, it's an exclusive finish, and that's applied at the factory and extremely hard to replicate aftermarket. And when you combine the special edition graphics, the matte MANUFAKTUR paint and the aggressive AMG design, and then add in the exclusive options like the AMG Performance Studio Package, which this one has, and then the AMG Dynamic Plus Package, this, becomes a true factory special edition, built for someone who wants something rare, purposeful, and unmistakably AMG. So right up front, I want to point out the aggressive front flicks on the lower bumper and how the factory decals sit low and tie directly into, that design, giving the front end a very motorsport-inspired look. So this one is sitting on a 20-inch AMG multi-spoke wheels with the gray accents, finished with yellow rim stripe, which is unique to the special edition and really ties into the MANUFAKTUR theme. And as you follow the lower line of the car down the side, those decals continue cleanly along the body, finishing with the AMG graphic at the rear door. Subtle, aggressive, and unmistakably AMG. There's another door sill AMG. Okay, now let me show you the deck lid spoiler. From this angle, you can really see the silhouette of it. It's subtle, but adds a clean performance edge to the rear of the vehicle. So as I pan back here, you'll notice that the emblems, they're finished in the dark tinted look instead of chrome. That dark finish ties in perfectly with the night styling and gives a rear, much more aggressive, modern appearance. And down low, you've got the quad exhaust, but what really stands out is the center section of the rear bumper. That design isn't just for looks, it's functional, helping manage airflow at higher speeds while finishing off the rear with a true AMG performance look. All right, and let me try to capture this on camera. It's honestly easier to see it in person. From this angle, you can notice how the lower side skirt really pops out more. That more aggressive side spoiler comes from the AMG Performance Studio Package, and it sits lower and flares out further than the standard CLE 53. So it's visually lowers the car and ties everything together, with the decals and that overall AMG design. Under the hood, the CLE 53 is powered by a 3-liter AMG turbocharged 6-cylinder engine that produces 443 horsepower and 413 pounds of torque, paired with the AMG-tuned 9-speed automatic transmission for quick, responsive shifts. And right up top, that aluminum strut brace adds front-end rigidity, helping keep the car planted and precise when driving it hard. So now I'm going to open the door. As you can see, the attention to detail, the contrast stitching on the door panel, really stands out and ties perfectly to this MANUFAKTUR interior theme. And these are the AMG Performance seats designed to hold you in place during spirited driving while still being comfortable for everyday use. So finished with the same contrasting stitching to complete the look. Inside, right away, you're greeted by the carbon fiber AMG steering wheel. So it looks incredible in person. The carbon finish, the flat bottom design, and the performance controls really give this interior a true AMG feel. The moment you sit down here, I'm just trying to show you the carbon fiber trim up close. So this one also has the upgraded Burmester sound system, which adds a much richer, more immersive audio experience, throughout the cabin. So that's an option, and this one does have it. Also, you'll notice the carbon fiber interior trim, it continues across the dash and the doors, giving the cabin a more aggressive, performance-oriented look while still feeling premium. And to wrap up, the AMG Performance seats really change the driving position, so they sit lower, feel more racing-inspired, focused look, and it gives the interior that true performance car layout while still keeping it refined. So I have this one available. If you would like additional details on the vehicle, check out my video description. Again, I'm Xavier. Thank you for watching.